Tonight's starting lineup. We'll start off with the parts. You have Lucky Jacks. You have Jordan Harrison, Tyler McClintock-Gall, Angel Scott, Avery Brittingham, and then at the center you have Ayanna Johnson. They're on the first offensive possession. Now come back up. It's back the other way, trying to get something going.
Thank you, Bulldogs doing a great job right now of just swinging the ball around. making extra passes. You see Yvonne and her first shot is up and good. She is the corner of this Lady Bulldog basketball. She was 6th Woman of the Year last year for the see Brittingham with a strong take to the rim there, but she's not able to finish. But the Zags want to play fast tonight.
Yeah, that's see that coming down low for Gonzaga. Lady Jacks are really going to want to work inside out. That's exactly what the Gonzaga head coach talked about. I mean, they know that's what Bay does here, so they really want to put a stop to that. Again, Kellogg yesterday, he said that's what they're going to have to go through. They're going to have to go on the inside. Their veteran player, Ayanna Johnson, and beat the ball. And right now they face off against a 5-0 deficit.
Right now they're going to have to focus on stopping Yvonne Regime. She's able to get 5 points up here early for the Lady Bulldogs. Lumberjacks still searching.
Final call too strong on that one. Regime averages just a hair shy, under 17 points a game, shooting above 50% from the floor, 40%. That's 75% free throw shooter. So Regime can really do it all as we see her inside, just like that, getting 7 points on the board early.
She had a great body position underneath the rim there. That was a great look there.
Final call trying to open things up for the Lady Jacks just off the mark. Brittingham couldn't secure it, but it was last touch, I believe, by Williams. Lady Jacks still searching for their first point again tonight. Lumberjacks will follow as they faced off against the Northwestern State defense. Should be a good matchup there too.
The Lady Jacks are going to have to continue to see the Bulldogs are in their face, making life difficult. Playing man-to-man heat, will not switch to a zone.
Anderson get it going again. Gonzaga ranked number 23 in the nation. They take teams so far in this early going season. The first time the Lady they ranked teams in the
almost the first turnover of the game. The Lady Jacks are known for their pressure. They're going to turn it up on the defensive end, and tonight they're going to have to do that. Gonzaga really dangerous around that perimeter, so these Lady Jacks are going to have to step out and guard tough.
They're going to have to stop Yvonne, and they're just going to have to cause turnovers. I think the Lady Jacks have always been so good at it, just like that right there. Here comes Harrison. Harrison looking to go against Yvonne, lays it up, and just couldn't quite get it to go down. Maybe looking for a call there, but not much. The Gonzaga trying to make it a quick transition. And another turnover against the Bulldogs.
Just like that, back to back. That's all you can ask for in the defensive end is just giving yourself another opportunity to score. They still search for their first basket, but if they can keep that defense going, change for 4 quarters, they can keep this game within reach.
Lady Jacks trying to draw something up here, trying to get their first points on the board. Pull up jumper and get the friendly roll knocked away by Johnson. Ball is pumped for, and Harrison trying to get it to Johnson, but couldn't quite get it past the onto the G.
Lady Bulldogs right now just doing a great job defensively of stepping in the way of these passes. Lumberjacks trying to pick and roll, and they are fighting right through it.
Pressure right now from the Lady Jacks. And the jumper is good from McKenna Williams.
Beautiful shot right there coming off of the screen. She was able to get there from the elbow. Extend this lead to 9.
Lady Jacks still trying to get on the board. Johnson trying to go ahead. Not much there. And that's going to go back just like that, right back into the hands of Gonzaga. Like you said, long journey here. They're playing like it's their home court right now.
These ladies are not afraid of the big stage and coming into this Coliseum versus this program. It is no easy feat, but right now, like you said, they're making it look comfortable. We see a travel right there by Michaela Williams. That is another turnover and another opportunity, but right now the Lady Jacks just can't break that rim.
And that's exactly what Coach Kellogg was telling us, that I mean, if the Lady Jacks are going to have to play the best basketball that they have played so far this season, and if they can't make a bunch of mistakes, if they're going to want to pull this game out and advance to 6-1, they're really going to have to just be on the same page all night long. Inside Johnson, and that will get, I don't know if that's considered a steal or a block down low.
I was about to say, but beautiful defense by Ajimo. I was going to say, I know Johnson's going to have to take over, but right now, Yvonne just giving her all she can handle and beat the rim right there.
Right now, trying to extend it to a double-digit lead, and they do exactly that. Callie Stokes getting her first start tonight. Just like that, has her first bucket.
These Bulldogs can shoot the basketball, Chase, flat out. Talking to Coach Fortier earlier, that is one of the things she actually bragged about when I asked about the strengths of this team. Is once again, Yvonne underneath. Bulldogs have opened up to a double-digit lead here in the Coliseum. We'll be right back here on ESPN Plus.
Once again, crispy crinkle cut fries, touchdown. Buttery Texas toast, touchdown. Hand battered cooked to order chicken fingers, touchdown. Freshly made tea and lemonade. Well, you get the point. Go for the win this game day with Cane's. Great Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
If you're looking for the right school, look beyond the numbers. Rankings and test scores are important, but once you look beyond that, you'll find a university that's ready to welcome you with open arms. You'll find SFA.
On our campus, opportunity is always in bloom.
And we never miss a chance to show off our welcome back.
So don't just overwhelm you. Remember the one school that's quite like anywhere else, the one that truly feels like home, even if Austin State University. Oh, and one more thing. Ask them, Jack.
If Racing Cane's secret cane sauce was the answer, no one would ever lose a game. Touchdown. 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 Go for the win this game day with Cane's. Great Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Lumberjack fans, become a Texas Farm Bureau insurance member today and get free tickets to SFA athletics events. It's easy. Visit your local agent for your needs and information to become a member and take advantage of the many offers provided to its members. Texas Farm Bureau insurance members receive 2 tickets to ticketed SFA athletics events. To redeem your 2 complimentary tickets, visit the ticket office on the day of the game and show proof of membership. Enjoy the game. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud partner of SFA Athletics.
If Racing Cane's secret cane sauce was the answer, no one would ever lose a game. Crispy crinkle cut fries, touchdown. Buttery Texas toast, touchdown. Hand battered cooked to order chicken fingers, touchdown. Freshly made tea and lemonade. Well, you get the point. Go for the win this game day with Cane's. Great Cane's chicken fingers. One love. National trailing about midway through the first quarter. Back of basketball, they trail 11-0, still searching for their first points with 4:45 remaining in the first. It was the first 7 points coming from Yvonne and Jim. And just like that, come out of the break firing. And that's going to be Kayla Tron.
Tron that time just left wide open on the perimeter. He mentioned the shooting that the Zags have, because Ayanna Johnson has fouled pretty hard there by Callie Stokes. A great opportunity for the Lady Jacks to get their first points, but the Bulldogs and their strength to shoot the basketball chase has shown itself very early in this game.
You see Kirsten Harden now in the game for the Lady Jacks. Really dominate down low. Kirsten Harden actually leads the nation in field goal percentage right now. How about that for Kirsten Harden? cover for the Lady Jacks. As Johnson misses the first, still trying to get the first points for the Lady Jacks on the board. Lady Jacks get their first points. They now trail by 13. That full court pressure, and hasn't phased Gonzaga much so far tonight.
They vamped it up since this timeout. Got a feeling Coach Kellogg mentioned that during our media timeout. We'll see a different intensity on the defensive end right now. But another three-pointer is up and good. And that is Brianna Maxwell.
Brianna Maxwell downtown, 17-1. Lady Jacks get something going offensively. Also have to get some stops right now. Gonzaga shooting lights out. I'm sure that'll slow down just a little bit as the game progresses. Right now, Lady Jacks just got to get something going. Johnson, pretty spin move, and is going to get the foul call. She'll go right back to the line where she was just a moment ago with 1 for 2. So far, Lady Jacks are 0 for 11 from the field.
And the Bulldogs, Lady Bulldogs, are a perfect 7 for 7 from the field and have not missed a shot here since the start of this game.
As the first one rims out and then rims back in. Johnson, you can see there, selected all WAC preseason first team. Johnson was amazing for this team last year. It looks to hopefully carry it on to this year. She's been amazing. She leads scores for the Lady Jacks. And she knocks in a pair there. Here comes the Gonzaga Bulldogs trying to push it in transition. Not much there. And now they're trying to play their straight down low, and good block by Tyler McClimate call. And that will be last touch by the Lady Jacks. So the Bulldogs will have an inbound underneath their own basket.
You have to send some sort of defensive message, and that is what the McClimate call does right there. With that block underneath the rim, that we're not just going to let you guys get whatever you want. Is another shot that is up and no good. Their first miss of the afternoon, but great play right there by the Lady Jacks. Possession goes to the SFA.
17-3. Lady Jacks now. Let's see if those free throws by Johnson maybe the nerves out, a little bit of rust on. Been a while since they played at home. Just got done with their tournament overseas,
which they won both games. So mentioned Lady Jacks 6-1 coming in is Jordan Harrison, a turnover right there. Looks like Yvonne Eugene wanted to take that shot coming off of the steal.
Now Bulldogs is trying to move the ball around, trying to get inside. That's going to be a kick ball. Couple of substitutions for the Lady Jacks. Yeah, Destiny Lombard and Kyla Deck both checking in. Then you also have number 22, Brenna Maxwell, checking out for the Bulldogs. An inside pass to Ajim. She can't finish it off. The first two will come down with it.
Pretty amazing defense right there as Yvonne made a tough catch, but the Lady Jacks able to stall out. Something they're going to have to continuously do.
And also get offensive possessions of the ball. Lombard from outside. Can't get it going right now. Lady Jacks 0 for 3 from downtown. And the pass up front to Ajim. And it's just a great transition play there. She lays it up and in 19-3 with 2:20 remaining here in the first.
And I'm agreeing with you right there, Chase. Just fast, beautiful basketball transition. Off around the court, the Lady Jacks knocked it back.
Lady Jacks still have not made a field goal there. 0 for 11. Got to get some offensive flowing from the field. Johnson on the inside, looking for the foul, and the late whistle does come in. And Johnson will head back to the line where all the points have come from so far from the line.
They're going to have to capitalize on the free throws. That is the opportunities they are getting right now. Lady Bulldogs have been playing great defense, getting in the way of some of these passes. And on the offensive end, they've just been simply making shots.
Johnson so far tonight is 3 for 4, making 4 for 5. She is a 70% free throw shooter this season. Gets the shooter's touch, fumbles in. Now. Get the play set up. Down low. I think that first in the block there. She lays
Tough defense, but Callie's the most regained possession of that ball and put it right back up. As you see, Anna Johnson just throwing that one out of the reach of Lombard.
And Lombard was wide open on that pass.
Indeed, it would have been a great finish right there, but Lady Jacks continue to struggle as we see Brittingham checking into the game now.
Rihanna Johnson, who has all 5 Lady Jack points. Right now, with the 21-5 lead, we do see Jim on the bench right now. Kind of taking her spot down low. It's Destiny Burton. Down to a minute to play here in the first. And just like that, smooth as butter. As you see, Strong just pull up and knock it down.
Indeed, it was Chase just to rise up and wrist flick. Tack on 2 more points for the Lady Bulldogs.
Trying to get the field started, and Kyla Deck from outside knocked the very first made field goal comes with under a minute to play for the Lady Jacks.
Freshman Colin Deck, 3-point shot. 47% are on the season.
And that'll be a foul against the Lady Jacks. It looks like it's going to go against Kyla Deck. She kind of wondered around what she did. Did the foul. Harrison will check in for the Lady Jacks. Esther Little and Brenna Maxwell will check in for the Bulldogs. 30 seconds to play. Now it's 15 on the shot clock. This Gonzaga Bulldogs team really knows how to move it. Kyla Deck able to come up with it. Deck trying to push it in transition is going to pick up the foul against Peyton Bula.
Just as you said it, Chase, the Lady Jacks were able to come up with another turnover and another opportunity to put points on the board. Kyla Deck right now being the aggressor, going coast to coast. She's headed to the free throw line to try and claw back into this lead that the Lady Bulldogs have been able to spring out to.
23-8. Under 15 to play here in the first. That first free throw is off the mark. 5 of the 8 points so far with Lady Jacks has come from the free throw line. Kyla Deck in the line does have the only made field goal thus far. And Ramlin's in the second. And a quick official talking to Harrison there. So under 15 seconds to play, Gonzaga facing the full court pressure of the Lady Jacks. Under 10. Pushing the ball up, trying to go all the way inside. That may have been tipped out of bounds by Lombard.
See what the
And it does. It looked like it was last touch by Lombard. So Gonzaga will have one final second.
and we see Yvonne checking the game. Looks like they're going to get a play for her drawn up.
Trying to immediately look for it. Not much there. Puts it up over Hurston Harden, and somehow it falls in. Checks out, checks back in, immediately makes an impact. Lady Jacks trail 25-9. 31.
Before you decide about Herschel Walker, look up the facts. See why Herschel Walker's own campaign aides call him a pathological liar who lies about the most basic facts of his life. How his own son describes Walker threatening to kill his ex-wife. The long record of violence toward women. And how Walker has shown over and over he's uninformed and ill-prepared. Lies, violence, unprepared. Should Herschel Walker represent you? Vote by December 6th.
An experienced QPC eater knows you should never let the ketchup depose from the hot and juicy burger. go to waste.
Let's get you home.
And Doug.
It's nice to unwind after a long week of telling people how Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Showtime.
Woo! I'm on fire tonight. Yes! Lou, you're a natural. We're not counting that. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Jimmy's dream was to beat cancer. We are not going to stop chasing the dream.
You're stronger than you know.
Exactly what she wanted to do. She said the game plan and the strengths of their team are shoot and drop to the ball and on the team, a little bit of everything offensively for the Lady Jacks, still trying to find their groove.
Side, Harden couldn't make it there. Again, we had kind of talked about earlier, Harden leads the nation in field goal percentage. Trying to get it the ball down there.
So indeed a rare miss as Harrison comes up with the turnover.
Harrison able to get on the board for the Lady Jacks. And again, Lady Jacks just trying to crawl back into it. Maybe that break of the first quarter did something for this team. Lamar not happy about that call.
Indeed, and every time the Lady Jacks have come out of a timeout, they've turned that defensive aggression up. Just pretty finish, pretty finger roll and transition right there. But if they can keep this defensive intensity up, as we see hands up and they're in the face of the ladies, it's another turnover. They can crawl right back into this, like you said, Chase.
Harrison. And lay it up and in. Back-to-back buckets for Jordan Harrison.
That time using her body, she finishes with the left hand there. Lady Jacks found themselves down by 12. Have to think, Chase, that this momentum is starting to swing.
That was on-ball present there by Esther Little, not allowing Kirsten Harden to get to the basketball.
Michaela Williams with the pretty underhand layup finish there. I can tell you this, Chase, Lady Bulldogs know how to play some basketball. They're doing so as Colin Deck. Tough finish. She gets the layup to fall.
Right now, Lady Jacks hit it right back. Lamar can't get it to fall, but she'll head to the line to shoot two. She can make it a 10-point game. And right now, Lady Jacks just not doing anything fancy, just trying to get it straight to the rack. And it's paying off right now. As we see, of course, Yvonne and Jim check back in, but along with Destiny Burton.
And the Lady Bulldogs not make the Lady Jacks get out of their groove to start off this game. But as we see Lombard up to the line now, first one up and good. They start to come back into this one by playing their game, turning turnovers into points.
Destiny Lombard, so far this season, I'm not going to say anything just yet, is 6 for 6, so she's perfect in the line. I didn't want to try and jinx it. I've done it in the past and wasn't going to do it again this time. But it is a 10-point game. Lady Jacks crawling back into this one. They were down early. Took them off just to get their first field goal. 5 points the game for free throws from Iona Johnson.
Almost travel there.
So far, that's considered a rare miss from Gonzaga. They have not missed much from the floor.
Only their third miss of the afternoon. Shooting great from the field right now at about 78%.
I think that foul is going to go against Jordan Harrison. Harrison picks that one up. Gonzaga, man. Right now, Lady Jacks get quite a few buckets on the board, and Iona Johnson is not in the ballgame. Ball moving from this Bulldog basketball club outside. You can't leave her open. And not able to make the Lady Jacks pay on that possession. Here comes Harrison. Lady Jacks trying to push it fast there. Not much going on offensively. Now they work for Harden. Deck fires from downtown. Knocks it in. Kyla Deck. 7-point home game.
And at the hands of Kyla Deck, as you can see, she is just as locked in as ever. And that was a big time shot momentum-wise. As Gonzaga almost turns it over, but the Lady Jacks come up with playing their form of basketball. Great perimeter shooting right there from Kyla.
And I'm thinking here, if they get another offensive possession, Deck back to back. And just like that, a timeout taken by Gonzaga. Oh my goodness, Kyla Deck. 27, 26. I thought it should be 26, maybe 23. But nonetheless, Lady Jacks cutting into the Gonzaga lead. Oh my goodness, we'll be right back.
As a mom who teaches my kids to tell the truth, I can't vote for Herschel Walker.
As a survivor of domestic violence, I can't vote for Herschel Walker.
As a veteran, I can't vote for Herschel Walker.
As a senior,
As a teacher, as a Christian,
as a real police officer,
as a Georgian,
As a woman,
I can't.
I can't. I can't.
I can't vote for Herschel Walker, period.
I'm Raphael Warnock, and I approve this message.
Let's go.
Mom, let me see your phone.
Lady Jacks came out of the first quarter trailing 25-9. And since the opening of the second, all of a sudden, it's a completely different story. Lady Jacks trailed 27-23 after opening up the quarter. 2-2 run, forcing the Bulldogs to take a timeout.
And they tipped the balance on that turnover statistical margin. Lady Jacks have forced Gonzaga to 8. You see right there, Lamar is almost able to get another one, but the Lady Jacks only 4 here in this first half. But it has been the spark and fire of Kyla Deck from behind the arc and on the defensive end that has brought these Lady Jacks back to life here. And they look to keep this momentum going.
Kyla Deck leading the Lady Jacks with 12 points. And right on cue is Caitlin Trong. Knocks it down from outside.
You mentioned earlier, Chase can't leave her open. That was the second time from the top of the key. She took that opportunity, and this time she's able to knock it down to Gonzaga, trying to stop this stretch.
And with a 14-2 run for the Lady Jacks, Brittingham trying to dish it off, and she's going to get called for the travel. Still no Iona Johnson. Right now, Kyla Deck has been the main story for the Lady Jacks.
12 points here early. And the interesting thing also is that the Lady Bulldogs of Gonzaga have scored, but only 3 of the Lady Jacks have scored.
Maybe 4. Lombard has 2, Jack with 12, and that's going to be a foul down low. And that's going to go get pretty hip. Here comes Zion Johnson, who has 5 points on tonight's game. And yeah, Birmingham just getting the foul, maybe there on the elbow. But Henderson. Knocks in the first. Destiny Burton. The season. You know what? These are her first main free throw. She was 0 for 4 besides tonight. Now she knocks in her first 2.
And her shooting form change kind of had a different flick at the end of it, but right there she was able to capitalize. Reaching for the ball, great job right there by Harden.
Outside Lombard, too strong. And like you said earlier, that was a great effort there by Harden. She almost lost it, but just kind of punched it out to Kyla Deck. Deck with a great defensive effort. Now the Bulldogs are moving around. 5:25 to play here in the first half. Up to 5 seconds on the shot clock.
Great job trying. That is beautiful Lady Jack defense. That is what Coach Kellogg preaches right there. And that is the successful defensive stop.
Great job there by Anna Johnson, not keeping her hands up, not drawing the foul as she knew the shot clock was winding down. But it was violation came first.
Indeed, cut the court off and made her try to shoot a wild shot there. And that is what you wanted. Lady Jacks have all the momentum. And William R. Johnson Coliseum is rocking now.
Johnson, that's going to be a defensive foul, it looks like. Maybe. Nope, and they're going to say it's going to go the Lady Jacks. Mark Kellogg not happy whatsoever. Let's take another look here. I'm not for sure much there. Harrison looked like she was definitely in the spot to take it. Kellogg visibly not happy about that call. Will be Gonzaga basketball as they lead by 9.
Angel Scott back into the game. Has yet to make a point on the board. She averages 2 steals on the season, so big defensively for the Lady Jacks. You see the ball movement.
A rare miss from the Jean right there within her range. And talking about Angel Scott, she is number 4 in the nation from the field goal percentage from beyond the arc. So she can definitely shoot the rock, just hasn't gotten many opportunities thus far. The Lady Jacks get the tip out.
Indeed, 57% from the line. Great as we see catching that and putting it in for 2. Lady Jacks continuing to score points here in this first half.
Beautiful pass by Destiny Lombard to feed Johnson. But Lady Jacks just trying to get the stops down. Outside. The one-arm rebound, and she's going to get fouled as she heads to the floor. And that is going to go against Giovanni Jim.
Indeed, that was a big one-man rebound right there with the one hand. Telling the Zags to get big underneath the rim there and hard. Earn that possession right there for the Lady Jacks. And it's going to take those small plays and those small efforts that might lead to big-time plays on the scoreboard.
How about that? That's Jim's 3rd first really foul trouble. And that may be a key to the Lady Jacks' success tonight as Deck gets that one halfway down and rims out.
Indeed, Chase Bonigi mentioned the vocal leader and play leader of this team. And with her on the bench, it's going to open up some opportunities for the Jags.
Deck trying to clear play. Case trying to say that was the last touch by the Bulldogs, but not much there. 22-25. Need to go here in the second quarter. Shot clock. Go ahead and put up the long two. That's it in over Ayanna Johnson. And that's going to be Callie Stokes again getting her first start tonight.
Beautiful shot right there by Stokes, just rising up. Ayanna Johnson with the crossover.
How about the handles from Ayanna Johnson?
Indeed. The hezzy left, taking it to the right there. That was the better move by Ayanna Johnson. And as long as these Lady Jacks can continue to score, they can stay within striking distance.
She may be a post player, but she definitely has some handles within her bag. Quickly checking in is the starter Brenna Maxwell, and checking out Michaela Williams. 34-27, Lady Jacks. Back into this one, it could have been an easy blowout as the Lady Jacks were trailing 25-9 going into the second quarter. Deep three is no good. Lombard trying to come up with it, and they're going to say last touch by Gonzaga.
And great effort play right there by Destiny Lombard. Able to get in there and catch that and deflect it off of one of the
Thấy
ladies.
chè không? Nếu sao đó?
Lumberjacks staying with the hot hand, Colin Deck, getting a lot of minutes here.
Ăn gì?
Served in this game. She single-handedly kept the Lady Jacks afloat.
Harden gets fouled down low. Mad at himself, he didn't knock it in, but that beat it to kind of.
Tí nữa ăn. Mới 7 giờ.
Harden.
Destiny Lombard just quarterbacking it right there.
Got it over the hands of Burton. Now we see Harden at the line shooting two shots.
And you can feel the weight of these two free throws coming up.
These final 2 minutes can say a lot about how this game's going to go. Lady Jacks just trying to have battled their way greatly back into this one, even though we're in the first half.
Mentioned Gonzaga, ranked number 23 in the country. It's over Tennessee and Louisville on the year. Plays some tough competition. Talking with Coach earlier, she said the Lady Jacks are very similar to Tennessee and Louisville. They like to play inside to out. They play very big, very aggressive.
Kirsten Harden, who usually is a great free throw shooter, she shoots 15% of the team on the season, shooting perfect there for a while. Misses those two and almost throws it away. And they're going to say it's Lady Jack basketball.
Great effort there, Angel Scott. Mentioned hasn't got on the scoreboard yet. Normally by now we've seen her knock down a couple of big shots, but that time making her effort defensively.
That's just give credit there to the Gonzaga defense. They've done great so far tonight from the perimeter. I believe only allowing 2 threes, both of them kind of the deck. Take a look here. We do have 3 threes on the night. Trying to get the ball inside Harden. Harden goes up with it too strong.
Like you mentioned, Chase, very rare misses for Harden underneath the rim tonight. Gonzaga just playing very clean defense, not really trying to play too big underneath the rim there, just kind of having their hands up. And Harden, shots we normally see her knock down are a little bit off tonight.
And I was right about saying Kyla Deck had both 3-pointers. I thought it was 2. Well, she has all 3 actually. So Kyla Deck 3 for 3 from behind the arc. And then I think Lombard, Simon Call, and Harrison are all over 2 from behind the arc. So right now, Deck getting it all done. As we take a look here, foul down low. That foul send Trong to the line. That'll be the first foul against Ayanna Johnson. Trong knocks in the first. Trong on the season is an 87% free throw shooter. Definitely has some confidence at the line. Knocks them both down. 36-27, back to a 9-point ball game with under a minute's play here in the first half. Scott with the individual pressure. Dag trying to take it all the way inside, using the left hand, and then lays it off the glass softly and in.
A lot of screening and rolling on the offensive possession right there for the Lady Jacksons. They were finally able to get some space and Holiday. That time finishing with the left.
6-second differential between shot clock and game clock. If all goes right, it looks like Lady Jacks will have the final possession. Quick pull-up jumper rattles out, and Harden will come down with him with 10 seconds on the board. Johnson in the front court lost it. And that'll be last touch by the Lady Jacks with exactly 5 seconds left on the clock. Here's the first half play.
That almost could have been a foul call right there. A clear path foul by Tron, but instead no whistle.
5. And thinking a long range shot, gets the shot up and just off the back iron there. And that shot was put up by Michaela Williams. The Lady Jacks crawl back into this one. They were down early. Right now they trail 36-29. Second half coming up soon.
Tyson Fury. Derek Chisora.
Coming at you like lions.
The big right pass again.
Jackson, we are not going to stop chasing the dream.
You're stronger than you know.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
He can shut your lights off. Talk about on the wire this coming.
This morning had to remind myself that I got what it takes. It's been a long journey. You see the blood and the sweat dripping on my face.
Here he is, Aggie the Batty Pimple. It's gonna be a sight to behold. I cannot wait.
Are you ready for football to get down to the nitty-gritty? Or whatever this is? Are you making plans for football? Flying for football? Flexing for football? And brushing up on your Spanish for football?
Tu defensa es basura, eso.
Are you standing up, breaking down, and staying hyped for football? Good. Then you're ready.
Feels like we're onto something. Feels like a change is coming. Feels like a change is coming.
Right now, Jacks trail 36-29. Lady Jacks crawl back into it after taking a big first quarter deficit. They've done a great job, but DT, I think they're going to they have a little bit of work to do if they really want to tie this game up or even take the lead.
Indeed, Chase, that first quarter, you mentioned it, was all Lady Bulldogs as they went 11 for 14 from the field, only missing 3 shots. But that second quarter, the Lady Jacks were able to completely dominate. It was sparked by some big three-point shooting and efficient shooting as well. They went 66%. So the Lady Jacks have clawed back into this one, but the Zags still hold a 7-point lead.
36-29. Lady Jacks going to have to do a lot of defensive and offensive work, like Coach Kellogg said. It's got to be balanced. But we'll have to see what they come out of the locker room doing into the second half. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back shortly.
As a mom who teaches my kids to tell the truth, I can't vote for Herschel Walker.
As a survivor of domestic violence, I can't vote for Herschel Walker.
As a veteran,
I can't vote for Herschel Walker.
As a senior,
As a teacher. As a Christian.
as a real police officer,
As a Georgian.
As a woman.
I can't.
I can't.
I can't.
I can't.
I can't vote for Herschel Walker, period.
I'm Raphael Warnock and I approve this message.
And tonight's winning numbers are 55, 39, 71, and 43.
43?
Those numbers again.
We won.
Yes!
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less.
I'll hold on to that.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
This is 100% fresh beef with 2 slices of melted cheese, pickles, onions, ketchup, and mustard. This is a burger that strongly suggests you take a seat. It marks its territory, leaving behind a graveyard of napkins, and can't, no, won't be contained by a humble sesame seed bun. This is quarter pounder with cheese.
My brother got me this ring when he was stationed overseas, but his best friend made sure that I got it and became the love of my life.
Express your extraordinary love. Jared, love brilliantly.
Score low prices and great deals at Target. Get low prices on holiday lights, stocking stuffers, wrapping paper, and more. Deals so good you can holiday your way. Only at Target.
Marathon has the fuel to keep your engine running at peak performance. Because you never know where life is going to take you.
Ruthless Robbie Lawler.
Darren Till, Bryce Mitchell.
Batty the Batty Pits.
It's going to be a sight to behold.
My car's on way.
We gon' level up.
On December 6th, our rights are on the ballot. Herschel Walker wants a total ban on abortion nationwide.
There's not a national ban on abortion right now, and I think that's a problem.
No exceptions for rape, incest, or to save a woman's life.
There's no exception in my mind, no exception.
Raphael Warnock is fighting to protect our right to make our own healthcare decisions. Vote by December 6th. Georgia Honor is responsible for the content of this ad.
This is 100% fresh beef with 2 slices of melted cheese, pickles, onions, ketchup, and mustard. This is a burger that strongly suggests you take a seat. It marks its territory, leaving behind a graveyard of napkins, and can't, no, won't be contained by a humble sesame seed bun. This is the quarter pounder with cheese.
Lady Jacks trailed early 25-9 out of the first quarter and then opened up things in the second with a 14-2 run. And it's been pretty equivalent looking at both sides as far as, turnovers, rebounding. It's just kind of been very similar. But the one stat that has just been all Gonzaga's, how are they shooting from the floor?
Indeed, and their passing as well has been pretty well flowing on the offensive end. But you mentioned great heel up of a comeback that the Lady Jacks had to produce in the second quarter, and they found themselves still down by 7. But you mentioned very similar in a lot of these categories But you have to think those points in the paint for the Lady Jacks are going to have to increase. That is how they run their offense, and that is what the Lady Bulldogs wanted to stop. And so far, they've been doing so.
Both teams have shot 25 shots on the floor. And you can see there, Gonzaga 14 of 25, Lady Jacks 9 for 25. Lady Jacks actually outscoring Gonzaga there in the second quarter, 20-11. So it seems like as long as things keep rolling the way they are, we should be set in for a really great match the rest of the night. I'm sure both head coaches are talking in their respective locker rooms about, what can we do to cut down the points for Gonzaga, or what can we do defensively to absolutely shut down SFA like they did in the first quarter. But nonetheless, we are in for a big surprise for a second half. Don't want to miss it, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Oh, hey there, darling, count on you. The road is long and I'm scared what I might find. I'll be safe by my side. Ain't nothing out there can take it stride. I know you hold me up so I can fly.
Anytime at the same time? Look, this holiday season, experience the magic of Winterfest.
Number 37, touchdown!
Michaela Spurgeon. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
This is 100% fresh beef with 2 slices of melted cheese, pickles, onions, ketchup, and mustard. This is a burger that strongly suggests you take a seat. It marks its territory, leaving behind a graveyard of napkins, and won't be contained by a humble sesame seed bun. This is the Quarter Pounder with cheese.
Before you decide about Herschel Walker, look up the facts. See why Herschel Walker's own campaign aides call him a pathological liar who lies about the most basic facts of his life. How his own son describes Walker threatening to kill his ex, the long record of violence toward women, and how Walker has shown over and over he's uninformed and ill-prepared. Lies, violence, unprepared. Should Herschel Walker represent you? Vote by December 6th.
Are you ready for football to get down to the nitty-gritty? Or whatever this is? Are you standing up, breaking down, and staying hyped for football? Good. Then you're ready.
As a mom who teaches my kids to tell the truth, I can't vote for Herschel Walker.
As a survivor of domestic violence, I can't vote for Herschel Walker.
As a veteran, I can't vote for Herschel Walker.
As a senior,
As a teacher, as a Christian,
as a real police officer,
As a Georgian, as a woman,
I can't.
I can't.
I can't.
I can't.
I can't vote for Herschel Walker, period.
I'm Raphael Warnock, and I approve this message.
On the lead after a hot start, not missing a shot for quite a while. They 25-9 outscoring the Lady Jacks there. Lady Jacks outscoring the Bulldogs 20-11 in the second quarter after starting on a hot 14-2 run. So it has just been a great battle between both teams. Lady Jacks not giving up by any means. And Bulldogs, I believe, they just kind of coast with it. They're going to be in for a long game tonight. I think Lady Jacks really could pull a huge upset here tonight. Again, Gonzaga has pulled up 2 upsets against ranked teams. It's a great game the rest of the way right now. We take a look at our leaderboard. Leading the way for the Bulldogs is who else other than Jim, who checked out a little bit early due to foul trouble. She got 3 personal fouls. That was there behind the Lady Jacks. Getting her in foul trouble. I'm looking back at the other way for the Lady Jacks is who is 3 for 3 from behind the arc. The Lady Jacks make a 3 and just source of offense.
Indeed, and with her coming off the bench, making a push, as big as a push as she has, that has helped the Lady Jacks bench and claw back into this game. She had a big second quarter, but Coach 48 knows that you can't give these Lady Jacks life because that is all they need. Coach Kellogg right now has the momentum on his side, and he will have to capitalize on that here in this second half. But look for the Lady Jacks to bring it, Chase. They've been in big time games, as you mentioned, a couple this season here early.
We are, like exactly like you said. I mean, Zags are going to have to do almost everything that they're taught to do in order to pull this win out. Lady Jacks, like we talked earlier, Mark Kellogg just said they're going to have to play the best basketball they've played all season.
And I that we started to see that in the second quarter. Some best basketball being played. They were able to get 7 turnovers off the Lady Bulldogs in that quarter, and it sparked their big comeback, 17-3. They were down at 1 point. So to see themselves simply start this half off has to be something positive that Coach Kellogg mentioned in the half.
The very first field goal for the Lady Jacks didn't even come until Kyla Dent checked in and knocked it from downtown. And that's what got the Lady Jacks their 8th point. All before that was Diana Johnson on the free throw line. All 5 points before that. But here we are, checking to the second half. Again, lead 36-29. And immediately, Yamani Jim going right at Ayana Johnson.
You mentioned she had to sit early for foul trouble. And here she kicks off the second half. Immediately just kind of walled by Ayana underneath the rim there. That was a beautiful layup. And she comes up with the steal on the other end. Look at the speed of Yvonne.
And she just plays it right up and in. And, things are starting to quickly look like they did in the first quarter. Already 40-29, 11-point lead for Gonzaga.
And just that quick 4 points for Gonzaga. They're back to double digits. That is not how you want to start. Here the Lady Jacks. This offense looking a little bit stagnant here early. Just trying to look for something to go, but
that's going to be a double dribble against Ayana Johnson, man. Johnson is just having all sorts of trouble right now by his gym.
Just looking out of sync that time. No movement, no pick and roll, no screens on that offensive possession there. Very rare to see from the Lady Jack.
Gonzaga trying to get their 3rd straight bucket, and that's going to be an offensive foul against Kelly Stokes. Johnson not getting much offensively going here in the second half, but makes it up for it on the defensive end. And that's something that, Coach Kellogg has to love to see because, if you can't get it going offensively, it can be so easy to get down on yourself. Ayana Johnson keeping the team first and picking up the basketball for them.
Indeed, Chase, just doing the little things, giving themselves another opportunity to score. They're going to start getting more crucial as this game gets on, but you don't want to give the Lady Bulldogs of Gonzaga another big lead. As we see Brittingham working it underneath the rim, not able to get it to ball, but she came up with the rebound, and possession is going to stay with the Lady Jacks. They just have to capitalize, Chase, ultimately. Have missed a lot of opportunities underneath the rim. Ayana Johnson, Kirsten Harden, they're very comfortable in that range, but just this afternoon,
Johnson on the inside, can't get down with the ball. Second chance, no good. And that was a point-blank shot for 2 tries from Johnson. He couldn't get it to fall. Those are shots that, if you want to beat this Gonzaga team, you have to make.
shots that the Lady Jacks have made all season, all last season as well, especially Ayana Johnson. Just a testament to the influence defense has right now in the mindset of these Lady Jacks.
All right. Win streak, trying to extend it to 5 against the number 23 team in the nation, and it's going to be a traveling violation. And I would say that's pretty big for the Lady Jacks, as they still have not scored here in the second half. Kyla Deck, the leading scorer for this Lady Jack basketball team, on the bench. Trying to get something drawn up here. Harrison looking to take it right. Just a bunch of dribbling. Harrison gets it right back.
She's the best player on the court for sure.
Harrison thought about it, see outside. Step back 3 on the way from the top of the key, in, and then back out. And as Jim will come up with it, you know, all that running kind of reminds me of Steph Curry. You see some of the offensive players just running around the court. Indeed. When Harrison tried to mimic it there with a step back 3, you just couldn't quite get the ball in. That's the only thing she was missing. And a miss. And Harrison fights on the floor, and it's going to be Lady Jack basketball.
Great job right there by Jordan Harrison fighting for that ball. We mentioned just her Steph Curry-like abilities. Steph Curry only 6'3", but in the NBA, that's pretty short, less than average height. Jordan Harrison is standing at about 5'3".
And that foul go against Callie Stokes as now she checks out. And bringing in Destiny Burton. Lady Jack still searching for their first bucket of the first half, or second half. Thought about it for a second. Strong screen there by Brittingham. Not Strong to the floor. Time to call and can't get it to go down. Strong coming up gingerly.
McClaw has tried that shot a couple times tonight. Hasn't fallen for her. These Lady Jacks still searching for some big baskets here. Luckily, they've been able to stop the Zags, but yes, they need to get it going offensively. Couple empty possessions.
And off the mark on that one. Like you said, if Gonzaga's gone cold, Lady Jacks really don't need to be cold as well. But gone almost 4 straight minutes without a bucket. Johnson Parker inside the glass. Get fouled. But a search for so far from the field as Kyla Deck, the leading scorer for the Lady Jacks, now checks in from McClaw McCall. And number 3, Gonzaga.
Shit, Brittingham there. Great IQ, able to get that rebound and try to go back up with it immediately. The Lady Jack continued to struggle from the free throw line. They're going to have to start to catch those in chases. You mentioned the longer this game goes on and the longer Gonzaga is able to hold on to this lead, the more dangerous and more crucial these free throws are going to become.
9 for 14 as a team for the Lady Jacks from the charity strike tonight. And Brittingham makes it a 10-point game once again with 6 minutes remaining here in the third. Scott has not even gotten a shot off tonight. And splitting defenders there with the pull-up jumper is Brenna Maxwell.
Brenna Maxwell just making that look almost all too easy against that full-court press. And immediately Coach Kellogg signals for Harding to come in.
Johnson uses the glass, makes it in.
Beautiful footwork that time on that pivot foot there. Lady Jacks finally able to get some points on the board. Or field goal, I should say. Their first field goal of the second half, 5 minutes in.
That's too much time to hear the Lady Jacks trying to pull off a win against number 23 team in the country. I mean, you've got to get points on the board, especially this point blank shot. You got to knock it in as Jim pulls it up. Johnson will get fouled down low, but she was fighting for the rebound against Brenna Maxwell.
And we're not going to see Bonnie Jim miss that shot too many more times, Chase. Ayana Johnson may have to step closer on her, but once again, the Zags continue to miss. Great rebound, though, by Ayana, but mentioned if the Zags are going to stay cold, the Lady Jacks have to find a way to get hot.
42-32, clock ticking down to 5 minutes here in the third. Inside to Harden. Harden puts it up, blocked from behind. Second chance, knocks it in. Houston Harden with the end. Cuts it down to 8 with an opportunity to cut it to 7. And that will lead us into break. Lady Jacks lead 42-34, just under 5 to play here in the third.
I don't consider myself a senator who used to be a pastor. I'm a pastor who serves in the Senate. The same values that guided me to the pulpit are what inspire me today. Even in these tough times, I still believe that there's far more we share in common than what divides us. That's why I'll work with anyone if it means helping Georgia. And that's what I plan to keep doing. I'm Raphael Warnock, and I humbly ask for your vote. That's why I approve this message.
This is 100% fresh beef with 2 slices of melted cheese, pickles, onions, ketchup, and mustard. This is a burger that strongly suggests you take a seat. It marks its territory, leaving behind a graveyard of napkins, and won't be contained by a humble sesame seed bun. This is the Quarter Pounder with cheese.
We're on a very important quest. Just like old times. Running. Horses. Mayhem. Happy Andy.
New episode streaming Wednesdays.
Did I tell you I bought our car from Carvana?
Yeah, Ma.
It was so easy. I found the perfect car. Under budget, too. And I get 7 days to love it or my money back. I love it. I thought online meant no one to help me. But Susan from Carvana had all the answers. She didn't try to upsell me. Not once. Because they're not salespeople. Where do you guess who just checked in on me? Mom. Susan from Carvana.
We'll drive you happy at Carvana.
With Metro. Imagine even more savings and more video. Calling, more sharing every memory. So happy together.
Choose from the largest selection of free 5G phones, only at Metro.
Spoiler.
McDavid will take it to the desk.
Wild.
Hands in the back. Kaprizov scores.
A battle of superstars.
That is hockey.
Tonight on ESPN Plus.
As incorrectly stated before, Gonzaga has the lead 42-34. Just want to call that out. Was trying to use a little bit of hype there as the Lady Jacks and Kirsten Harden made the big time and won. But Gonzaga does lead 40-34. Harden at the line with the N1 opportunity.
I was about to say, Chase, nobody's perfect. Excitement can take over the tongue. And Lady Jacks fight really hard. They cut it back down to 7.
And sometimes, we call Lady Jacks and Lumberjacks home games. It can become a force of habit at times. Lady Jacks, again, only having 1 loss on the season, and that was a road game. So,
pretty dominant team here at the William R. Johnson Coliseum. But the Zags have held the lead for 24 minutes. And this one, the Lady Jacks hasn't held the lead at all.
Trying to get on the inside. 5 on the shot clock. Wide open. And make the Lady Jacks pay there. Here comes Harrison trying to push it in transition. Has numbers. Harden down low. Lays it up. And gets the friendly bounce off the rim and plays it up and in. 42-37. Here comes the Lady Jacks.
One of those beautiful transition momentum shots for the Lady Jacks. And once again, they're amping it up on the defensive side.
Something about coming out of the timeout. Kristen Harden able to get it to Johnson. Lady Jacks can cut it to a 1-possession game. Looking around, Harrison using her quickness. Offhand lays it up and in. Jordan Harrison, 3-point game.
Turnovers to points. Turnovers to points. That Lady Jacks have made their mark tonight. Not shot well from the field goal percentage wise, but they have made their mark on points off of turnovers right now. The Lady Jacks are just looking for some offense, but it gets sparked right there.
Brenna Maxwell from downtown. Cuts it back to 2 possessions, 6-point game, 45-39.
And although the score isn't changing leads, Chase, a lot of back and forth action, a lot of great basketball being played.
Like you said, not back and forth as far as leads go, but definitely some momentum. And Harden just really off the mark there, trying to get inside to Johnson. Trying to get a big stop on defense, and that's going to be a foul against Johnson. She thought she grabbed the ball.
That is going to be a tough whistle not to call, as you see Ayanna Johnson not agreeing.
See now, transition here. Immediately, Ayanna Johnson coming in the picture. She thought she got a ball right there, but definitely at the end there, maybe caught her with a hit. But it will be Gonzaga basketball in their own basket. 2:50 remaining here in the third, 35-39. Strong guarded by Harden. Trying to lock down the interior. They're doing a great job. Outside shot play, way short. Offensive board is good by Michaela Williams. And the momentum slowly starting to shift back in favor of Gonzaga.
That time, the Lady Bulldogs get there. The Lady Jacks are kind of watching as they are going to turn the ball over there.
Fans are trying to say that the last touch by the Bulldog, but just said not so.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chase. I'm just saying that the Lady Jacks just kind of got caught looking on that possession as it ended up in the hands of Michaela Williams there. An easy two for the Zags. Now, the Lady Jacks have done a great job on not letting the Bulldogs get those easy two.
Clock gets close to 2 minutes remaining here in the third. It was a 3-point game. So far, Zags have answered accordingly. Strong looking around. Jim, who else? In and out. And that's going to be some contact down low by Esther Little.
Going to get Little for an over the back call at that time.
And Lady Jacks are in bonus, so that will send Ayanna Johnson to the line, where she is very familiar tonight. Just her first set of free throws from that end of the court here in the second half. So far, Ayanna Johnson on the night from the free throw line is 5 for 6. I think she missed her first and hasn't looked back.
She's going to have these two here.
Knocks in the first. 7-point game. Just under 2 minutes to play in the third. Knocks in a pair there. She's got 12.
Good to see her in her groove now as we have the fourth quarter coming up in about a minute 50. Ayanna Johnson, the leader of this Lady Jack team, and as I just mentioned, she's starting to come alive as we see Yvonne has missed her last couple opportunities in the rim now.
Zags not able to make them. Lady Jack's pay on the second offensive board. How about the third outside? Tron hooks it in, top of the key.
And Tron just has that light switch on the wrist. When she turns it on, it is on and it is going right now. And that is her third three from that same position on the court.
Inside, Harden puts it up and in. Tron with 13 points, and I stand corrected. Ayanna Johnson has 13 now as well with those pair of made free throws.
Very good offense right there by the Lady Jacks, who mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Chase, about scoring fast and just getting ready to settle in on the defensive end. And that is what they do that time. Kirsten Harden.
Wrong thought about it against Johnson. Secure Zags still looking around. Good work against Harden. Tough layup, couldn't get it to go in. And here come the Lady Jacks, 7-point lead for Zags, trying to cut it down. Thought about the cross-court pass. Here's Kyla Deck, wide open. Too strong. Ball fought for, last touch by Johnson. It looks like Whittingham set the check in. She will bring out Ayanna Johnson.
Kyla Deck was bound to miss at some point, but she still has had the hot hand tonight. Coming off of the bench for the Lady Jacks. She's up to 14 points.
How about this both squads? You know, Gonzaga outscored Lady Jacks single-handedly, easily. There in the first quarter, 25-9. Lady Jacks responded amazingly with a 20-11. Outscoring the Zags here in the second, and we are all knotted up in 14 here in the third. 7-point lead outside. Strong feeling it from the top of the key. Knocks in another 10-point game. 5 seconds. Harrison pushing the ball up the floor. Lombard, open three, waved off, offensive foul against Harrison with 1.6 seconds remaining in the third.
Big time shot by Tron. It is going to give the Lady Bulldogs another 10-point lead, and the Zags continue to make big shots.
That's exactly who you don't want shooting a long-range shot. The Tron comes up with there. Lady Jacks trailed by 10, headed into the fourth and final quarter here at the Salmon.
As a mom who teaches my kids to tell the truth, I can't vote for Herschel Walker.
As a survivor of domestic violence, I can't vote for Herschel Walker.
As a veteran, I can't vote for Herschel Walker.
As a senior,
As a teacher. As a Christian.
as a real police officer,
As a Georgian. As a woman. I can't. I can't.
I can't.
I can't.
I can't vote for Herschel Walker, period.
I'm Raphael Warnock, and I approve this message.
Have we got a treat for you?
This place.
Oh, yeah, blood will spill. You're a bad man, Mr. Banerjee.
This is 100% fresh beef with 2 slices of melted cheese, pickles, onions, ketchup, and mustard. This is a burger that strongly suggests you take a seat. It marks its territory, leaving behind a graveyard of napkins, and won't be contained by a humble sesame seed bun. This is the Quarter Pounder with cheese.
You might have heard of Carvana and that we sell cars online. What you probably didn't know is that we're in the business of making you happy. We believe buying a car should be something that gets you hyped up. That you should be empowered to shop when you want, where you want, wearing whatever you want. And that your new car ought to come with newfound happiness and 0 surprises. So we promise that we'll treat you right. We'll put you in control. And all of us will stop at nothing to drive you happy. We'll drive you happy at Carvana.
Communities don't just happen. They're built by people. From the big moments to the small acts of kindness. It's the authentic connections we make that define us. At Alpha Insurance, we know that every day you're building things that are worth protecting. Because for us, this is more than coverage. It's who we are. Alpha Insurance, building tomorrow together.
Only a handful of teams remained, all vying for a spot in the playoff, for the right to call themselves the national champions.
After the first quarter, you would not think it would only be a 10-point game, but it's very much a winnable game between each side now with 10 minutes remaining. Gonzaga will start out the fourth with the basketball. They outscored the Lady Jacks by 3 there in the third, 10-point game. We'll see what both squads have to bring coming out of the break.
Lady Jacks now stepping out in front of that perimeter to guard the Bulldogs. You see Tron with an open 3 now. She comes up with the miss there. But before Kirsten Harding got switched on to Tron, they were guarding in front of the perimeter. You're going to have to close that off if you want to close this gap down pretty fast here in the fourth.
You're absolutely right. You don't want Tron getting any open looks. That'll be last touched by Gonzaga. So Lady Jacks will have an inbound play right underneath their basket. 53-43. Still looking for the opening basket. A lot of the hot hands in for the Lady Jacks right now. Lombard, wing 3, came up short.
Just like you mentioned, Chase, hot hands are in. If we don't see Angel Scott, we mentioned, just hasn't been her night offensively.
They've absolutely shut her down, and that may have been the game plan coming in tonight. They know that Angel Scott was really the big perimeter offense for the Lady Jacks, but how about Kyla Deck stepping up and saying, if you're going to shut down Scott, I'll take over.
And she's going to have to make a couple of more big ones here. So let's see if Coach Kellogg doesn't try to run his offense through 12 as Ayanna Johnson and Kirsten Harden have tried to do what they can underneath the rim, but the Zags have been able to secure a lead.
I'm working around inside and don't need anything too fancy right now for the Lady Jacks. Trying to get easy buckets. You can't go the first half stretch of no buckets for the Lady Jacks if you really want to get back into this one.
Indeed, but the transition offense has been beautiful all night, and we see Colin Deck taking it to the rack here. She gets the first layup. Once again, when they play fast motion offense, Chase, they are able to produce some points. But when they slow it down, they give the Bulldogs a chance to adjust. You see Colin Deck coming up big with the steal.
Kyla Deck went riding all the way there was Michaela Williams right all over that right arm. Williams wasn't going to allow Deck to get a wide open layup whatsoever.
Indeed, but how about the play from this freshman as she continues to give her all this cute, right, hard foul, smart foul though by Michaela Williams.
There was no ball on that whatsoever.
Indeed. Just trying to secure these free throws instead. The Lumberjacks have struggled as we see Colin Deck. Her first one is off, but see her teammates come to console her. You have to start knocking these down though.
Every point matters. You got to, like you said, knock them in. Deck knocks it in a second. 53-46 with under 9, almost under 8 to play. Dijon taking it all the way. Now we'll pull it back out. 3 on the way, off the mark. Lucky for the Lady Jacks, and here they come, trying to push it right back. Under 8. Deck, they quietly pulls it out there. Now going to try to use her quickness. Good defense. Harden triple team down low. Quietly gets it out. Lombard tries another. Knocks it in. Destiny Lombard makes it a 4-point game.
Big time shot from Lombard, her first one of the afternoon. Lady Jacks are right back into this one. They found themselves down by 4. Bulldogs have led literally all game, Chase, up to 32 minutes now.
53-49. Stokes can't get that one to fall. Lady Jacks, let's see what they can do here. They've had some momentum shifts their way. Could this be another one? Harrison gets something set up. Gets strong on the backside. Harrison puts it out and just falls out. Harden fighting for it. And they're going to say she saved him from going out of bounds. And here comes the Bulldogs. Strong trying to take it inside. And that's going to be a foul by Destiny Lombard. Shot waved off. Both teams battling right now. SFA opens up a 6-0 run here in the 4th.
And honestly, Chase, did you feel the pressure in that possession of the Lady Jacks right there? It seems like with 6:54 left here, such a close game, that is going to be a shot and in for the Lady Bulldogs. Greta Maxwell. And if there's one thing you wanted to avoid, it's that right there. Indeed, a 3-point play opportunity here. The Zags on the night shoot far from the free throw line, so
I think sometimes in some ways an and one opportunity can be more deadly momentum wise than an actual 3-pointer, because not only do you make the basket, but then you slow the pace of the game and it allows to make the free throw, and just like that it can become 3 points for Gonzaga. 56-49, 6:50 here in the 4th. Be right back.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela turns it. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
Hey, Georgia, it's time to vote. Early voting runs through Friday, December 2nd. Find your voting location at iwillvote.com. You can also vote on Election Day, Tuesday, December 6th. Our future is on the line, so get in the line and stay in the line. We're counting on your vote.
Let's go. Mom, let me see your phone.
our sponsor, Liberty Mutual. They customize your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. And by switching, you could even save $652. Thank you, Liberty Mutual. Now, contestants ready? Go! Why? Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
If you thought one napkin for the quarter pounder with cheese was enough, it's not enough.
Here he is, Smatty the Batty Triplet.
It's gonna be a sight to behold.
I cannot wait.
56-49 with just under 7 to play here in the fourth. It's really anyone's ball game at this point. The Lady Jacks and Gonzaga going back and forth in momentum wise, not really back and forth in points, but Lady Jacks giving Gonzaga a run for their money.
Indeed, and Jordan Harrison here with the big time step back three, not able to get it to fall.
Second time she's had that opportunity to have a step back, kind of a more open three, and just couldn't knock it in. And at this point in time, you know, just a big time shot. Really want to get going. Really don't want to come up empty-handed at any of these possessions from here on out.
And you mentioned the youth and the power of the Lady Jacks with Colin Deck and Jordan Harrison taking some, yeah, indeed, as we see another shot by Churlong. She has come alive here in this fourth quarter, stretching this lead back to double digits. She is starting to be the announcer of those double-digit leads. SFA still fighting here, but
outside Lombard, corner three, count it.
Answers right back.
Destiny Lombard, that's her second made three, back in the hands of the Lady Jacks. Under 6 to play as we see Iona Johnson shake it for Amy Brittingham.
And there goes that momentum shift that you just talked about, Chase. You mentioned on the scoreboard, they haven't gone back and forth. The Lady Bulldogs have led the entire time, but Destiny Lombard has had a couple of chances, hit a steal there. You see the intensity that she's playing with right now and knocking down that three-pointer. Let's see if the Lady Jacks don't go to her again.
Lady Jacks trying to get something set up inside, trying to get the pick and roll. Harden cut, able to save it from going out of bounds. And Harrison now gets something set up with 10 on the shot clock. Harrison, another step back three, can't get that one to fall.
That time, Colin Deck was calling for it in the corner there.
She was there for a good minute or so. And up and in, or I believe that was Michaela Williams. A couple bodies went around flying in there.
Indeed, it was Michaela Williams. We've seen her a couple tough layups, able to finish, but the Lady Jacks, another opportunity to score some points fast.
And that's going to be an offensive foul against Kirsten Harden down low. Just kind of definitely powered up and lowered that shoulder. And that's exactly what you don't want to do if you're the Lady Jacks.
Kirsten Harden just underneath the rim, too much shoulder there, and she gets called for the foul. But nonetheless, Lady Jacks found themselves down by 9 here with 4:50 left in the fourth. We'll be right back.
I consider myself a senator who used to be a pastor. I'm a pastor who serves in the Senate. The same values that guided me to the pulpit are what inspire me today. Even in these tough times, I still believe that there's far more we share in common than what divides us. That's why I'll work with anyone if it means helping Georgia. And that's what I plan to keep doing. I'm Raphael Warnock, and I humbly ask for your vote. That's why I approve this.
Let's go. Mom, let me see your phone.
Nine-point game. Neither team really wanted to give much offensively, either side. Let's take a look here. As, like I said, neither team wanted to give up much. Lady Jackson outscored Gonzaga 9-8 here in the fourth. And it's been pretty even. Second quarter, Lady Jackson outscored Gonzaga. Gonzaga outscored Lady Jackson there in the third, just by 3. And now Lady Jackson outscored here in the fourth. The real big difference in this game is how Gonzaga started it with a 25-9 first quarter.
Indeed, Chase, that first quarter spark has carried them the entirety of this game. The Lady Jacks, we saw them claw back and be down by 3, saw them claw back and be down by 4. But Truong has continued to make big shots, Yvonne and Jean as well. And if they continue to make shots, they can come out of this. They can come out of Nacogdoches, come out of Texas with a win here.
4:30 on the clock. 10 on the shot clock. Inside of Jean. Makes Harden twist around, lays it up and in. Great move there by Ajib.
And that was tough defense by Harden, as good as you can play without fouling. But Yvonne Jean right there just showing her ability to score the basketball. And they increase this lead back to double digits, Chase.
Lombard came up wide left, looking maybe for the foul call, kind of shook her hand there. And a whistle blown for I'm not sure why. Something to do with the clock, I'm guessing, because, well, that's where the official pointed. So that's why I'm taking just an educated guess there. Clock shows 4:03 on the clock. They're going to put 2 seconds back on. It will be Gonzaga basketball. Angel Scott, who has not even attempted a shot tonight, and Avery Brittingham will check in. Angel Scott. Would love to see her get going here with 4 minutes remaining.
Indeed, if she's able to catch the hot hand, that could be exactly what the Lady Jacks need. But nonetheless, you mentioned earlier, Bulldogs is doing a great job of shutting her down from that perimeter. Mentioned third in the country in 3-point percentage at 57, but tonight 0%.
53-52, Gonzaga leads. Good look down low. Deck able to interrupt it. Kyla Deck is where she needs to be at the exact moment. And let's see if the Lady Jacks can pull something out of it. Mark Kellogg saw something that apparently Lady Jacks didn't. Deck from outside, knocks it in. Kyla Deck hasn't gotten a shot off in a few minutes. Doesn't matter. Still has a hot hand. Knocks it in from downtown, 63-55.
And she's a streaky shooter, Chase. So let's see if that one doesn't spark another one. As the Lady Jacks are once again going to have to come up big defensively. You see Jordan Harrison guarding Truong get the logo now.
Yeah, that'd be big if they start kind of switching over to Kyla Deck, if they can get Angel Scott going inside against Johnson. As Jean just going right at the body and lays it up and in. 10-point game again.
And Jean has gone at every defender that the Lady Jacks have thrown at her. And without fouling, the Lady Jacks plays some great defense, but she's just offensively a juggernaut.
Kyla Deck floater on the way, knocks it in. Timeout taken by the Lady Jacks. 65-57, under 3 to play. Windows becoming tighter and tighter. Let's see what happens. With almost 3 minutes to play here in the fourth, you see Deck with a beautiful floater there. My goodness.
And Kyla Deck right now is just hungry to score, hungry to lead this team back. Until this game, as we like you mentioned, Chase, creep up on 2:40 left here in this fourth. going to take some big shots, and Colin Dick has been the lady to do it for the Lady Jacks tonight.
Let's see what happens. They get 2:41, like you said, remaining. Time ball game, and I'll keep on saying it for the rest of the night. If it wasn't for that first quarter, man, it would be a lot closer.
And a great job. Shouts out to Coach Fortier of the Gonzaga Bulldogs, down 3 players in this one. 2 of those players were starters. So she mentioned in the shoot around this morning that you're going to see a little bit of a different style of basketball than they're used to playing. And teamwork was a big part of that. And so far, every player on their team -1 has been able to touch the scoreboard.
Lady Jacks need a big time stop here. 65-57. Scott on strong. Trying to get the Eugene, and Harrison will come up with it. Ball in transition. Harrison will lay it up and count it. Lady Jacks making their move. 6-point game with 2:10. Strong pushes off against Harrison there. No whistle.
We've seen that a couple of times. Detroit has kind of just used that body and that hip to push off, but just great job there by Jordan Harrison getting that 2-point layup. Lady Jacks scoring fast.
Under 2 to play. Under 10 on the shot clock. Trying to use the pick and roll. Not much there. Pull up jumper. And just like that, Callie Stokes coming up big for this Gonzaga ball club.
And so far, Chase, that mid-range pull-up may have been the biggest shot of the afternoon for the Bulldogs. You see Jordan Harrison up. Not good. Ayanna Johnson blocked by Bonnie G.
And those are shots you have got to make, especially here in crunch time. And Strong going to waste as much time as possible. About 1:20 on the clock. And that'll bring us down to about a minute if they use the entire shot clock. And that's going to be a foul on Kyla Deck. Kyla Deck has had herself a night against the number 23 team in the nation.
Indeed, only a freshman out of Frisco, Texas. She came out tonight. Ayanna Johnson fought pretty hard for the Lady Jacks tonight, but just Gonzaga as a mentioned number 23 in the country for a reason.
And no whistle there outside, and Gene will fire from downtown. No good. Lady Jacks have got to get a big quick bucket here, and that's going to be a foul against number 24, Michaela Williams. So looking over at the stat sheet right now, Strong with 19, Najee with 19, and then Maxwell with 11. So 3 double-digit players for Gonzaga tonight. And they kind of taking a look at some both, like almost on the door is Stokes and Williams. And then only 2 players in double digits for the Lady Jacks. Kyla Dent coming off the bench with 22 points. Under a minute to play. Got to get an offensive possession here. Johnson fires it from downtown. That's our first one of the season. It came up short. 45 seconds. And that will just about seal the deal unless something absurd happens. But the basketball squad, they, again, maybe they may have gotten rattled in the first quarter going up against, a big school name like Gonzaga. But whether they're ranked or whether it's the name, they got rattled a little bit, getting outscored 25. What was it, to 9 there in the first quarter? But ever since then, they've done a great job against this ball club. But unfortunately, it looks like they will take their second loss of the season. And it's not like they've been losing any easy games. They lost to Rice, and now they're losing to Gonzaga. So give credit to this Lady Jack ball club for being a 10-point game right now here in the fourth quarter.
Mentioned fought very hard after that first quarter. They actually outscored the Lady Bulldogs for the next 2 quarters, and here's the fourth. They're at 16 apiece. So we just keep mentioning that offensive spark that the Lady Bulldogs have, but again, as Jordan Harrison comes up short on that step back 3, a lot of good talking points for both ball clubs. The Lady Bulldogs were down 2 starters and had to have some players step up. Callie Stokes, but we saw hit that clutch shot. Mentioned this is her first start, and they come all the way down from Spokane, Washington to play the tough program like the Lady Jacks. And Coach Fortier has the utmost respect for Coach Kellogg in this program, but nonetheless, a hard-fought win. The Lady Jacks didn't give it to them easily.
The largest lead in the game for Gonzaga was 18. And I think it got cut down all the way to what? 2 or 3? 3, I believe. So give credit to this Lady Jack Ball Club. They can show that they can hang with the best of them. Gonzaga has taken down 2 nationally ranked teams. And right now, Lady Jacks and Avery Brittingham can't get that one to fall. 10-second shot clock turned off. And Mark Kellogg to say clear the floor. And it will be Gonzaga advancing to 7-1, and the Lady Jacks falling to 5-2. Great hard-fought battle by both basketball teams, and we couldn't have asked anything else from both sides. We had a great showing tonight, 71-59. Taking a look over at some individual stats leading the way for Gonzaga, having 21 points on the night strong, and the leading scorer, Jim, at 19. Looking over the way, I mean, we can't brag enough on Kyla Deck finishing out 22 points against Gonzaga. And then Ayanna Johnson following it up with 13. Those are double-digit leaders for them. They just did a great job tonight.
Indeed, the Bulldogs had a tough matchup. Mentioned very similar records coming into this. They almost saw that first quarter deficit be wiped away, but nonetheless, Bulldogs come in to William R. Johnson and get a W. The Lady Jacks mentioned fall 5-2 on the season.
Like you said, Lady Jacks 5-2. That was just the first game of tonight's doubleheader here. Go far, we'll be broadcasting the guys' game as the Lumberjacks take on Northwestern Demons. So that'll be right here on ESPN Plus.